What up, what up? Welcome to the Penalty Box Radio, brought to you by Power 108.9. We're coming to you live from The Battery, the home of the 2021 champions, the Atlanta Braves. We'll get to that later. There you look over there. Good morning, gentlemen. We're back. We haven't been here in about, I think, like a month.
2 years.
No, about a month. We had a lot of life things going on. You were out of town. Jesse's out of town. You know, I was like, nah, you know, we'll wait.
Half the football season's gone since the last time we was here.
Nah.
Dude, I swear to God, I looked at the last show I typed up because, I go in and I just erase things.
Started NFL football the last time we was here.
No, we came the morning of.
Yes, it was
It was
week
week
one.
It was week one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, the Chiefs and
Had already
Lions
played.
had already
Yes.
played.
Man, it's been a minute.
A minute.
Feels good to be back, though.
Yeah,
Grayson's
it does.
3 now since the last time we were here.
Grayson's going into 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Got him in there.
Right?
Right.
So, it feels good to be back, man.
Yeah.
Just trying to roll into this thing, get hyped again. We got a lot of shit to talk about.
Pump it
right?
up, pump it
Football
up.
season on the way. College football's halfway done. They're more than halfway done, actually. Who knows now?
6 weeks.
Yeah, some
they're
Notre
halfway
Dame's got
there.
like 9 games in already.
Yeah. They had
Like
the
6
one
and 2.
overseas.
Everybody else is like 5 and 2 or 7 and 0.
Right.
Goddamn, Notre Dame, how many games you got to play? They got to make up for that championship game
Yeah.
that they don't get to play the weekend everybody
Yeah.
else is playing or whatever. So, other than that, man, I'm good to be back. You guys okay?
Absolutely.
What's new, man?
Pumped.
We're all
Ready to
here
roll.
struggling about fantasy football. We got that going on right now. The most stressful time of the year.
I know, man. Have you just rooting against your own team, ruining your Sunday? It's like a gauge for my Sunday sometimes. Maybe I get too into it, but it's my gauge. Like, if I'm doing great, like this last Sunday was amazing because Thursday night was awesome for me with Fields and DJ Moore. And I'm like, yeah, Sunday's great. And then it was like,
The
just
window got tighter, right?
yeah, it just got.
Absolutely.
I was like, oh my gosh, the rest of my team's doing nothing. This is bad. This is bad.
It is stressful, man. I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah, it's stressful.
Yeah. But it's fun.
It is fun.
All my other leagues are fun except our league. I just got.
Well, that's what sucks. I don't think I'm ever gonna do mixed leagues again because
Really?
I'll be going against somebody in another league, and
Oh, I
they'll
see
have
what
my
you're saying.
player,
Yeah.
and I can't even like be happy about my player doing something in our
you're
league,
right.
Because I'm like, ugh, it sucks. It's like, yeah, but no, he got the same point. It's like I'm thinking about like not playing in other leagues and just staying in the get money league.
Yeah, dude, I'm in 3.
I'm in 3.
What are you? You're just 1, right?
No, he's in 5.
Well, I mean, like serious ones, though, because you mess around in other ones.
Oh, serious one's just one. Serious, like
Yeah.
Okay.
See, my 3 are serious.
Yeah, my 3 or 2.
I signed up for one this year that's really serious, and I
Well,
got to have
not
the
like
same
serious
team
like that.
moving on.
right.
But I'm actually doing pretty good in that league. 4 and 1.
That's the keeper league, right?
That's the dynasty.
Dynasty league, yeah.
Yeah, see, I only play one serious league because of that. Right, what you
See,
were just
and that's-
saying.
I wish
Absolutely
I
right.
wish the other-
Absolutely.
Because I joined another league this year with my boss's like his group of people, and it's intense in that one, and it's a good serious league. But I can't be happy because half the guys I go against have my squad in our league, and I'm just like, this sucks.
Yeah,
So
You kind of think, I know this never lines up, right? You kind of think in your head, it's like, well, to make this less stressful, maybe I should draft the same team in all my leagues. But you always
that'd
got
be
different
impossible,
picks.
yeah.
You know, but sometimes you get the same players, but then if they go down, you're like, God damn it, they're down in
no.
every one of my
And every
leagues.
league.
My
Yeah.
crazy
Anthony Richardson
ass,
had every one of my.
my crazy ass starts thinking, okay, you know what? I'm starting him in this one, which is the number one starter you should start. I'm thinking about benching him in the other one, so I can't be. It's like, no, that's stupid.
Yeah,
don't
no,
do
don't
that.
do that.
It's like when you start thinking like that, it's like, no,
Yeah.
it's got me all fucked up in that.
Yeah, I know people do like the DraftKings the DraftKings, their own leagues. Like Patrick's one of those, man. I'm like, how do you?
Yeah, Patrick loves that DraftKings.
But the DraftKings is cool because, I mean, you're putting some money up. You're just building teams, man. You're throwing them in there.
And you can just plug and play, right? Oh, Tom Reed was showing me at the retreat
got like a
this
salary
past
cap.
weekend. Dude, he's like in that, that one he's sent to all of us, like
Yeah.
asking if we wanted
Yeah.
to be in it, like where it's like 1,000 people. Like there's just like 50,000 people from all over the place that are in it, and each week you get to pick like 2 players that week or 1 player that week to go, and and he had the chance to play DJ Moore when he went off on Thursday, and he played someone else that only got 3 points. He's like, I'm kicking myself in the head. He put him on the bench, dude.
He put somebody. It was 2 players.
It's 2 players.
He put somebody else on the bench. Yeah, and the combined players that he put on the bench scored like 90 something.
Yeah,
points.
he was fucking. He was sick. I was like, he showed it to me. He's like, bro.
Yeah,
It sucks.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a good weekend last weekend
Yeah, it was real good.
at the retreat?
Man.
In light of-
look, I'm sitting over struggling to figure out what I did last weekend.
Yeah, no, it was a retreat, man.
Yeah.
I know there was some sad stuff there, but
Yeah.
you know,
But all in all, it was
good.
Overall, yeah, it was a good weekend.
can't wait to come back next year. Every time I see pictures, I'm like, damn it, dude.
Are you coming back?
Yeah, I'm coming back.
Be honest, right
I mean,
now.
dead serious.
I think he-
on my
I
mom.
think he's
Everybody
serious.
always asks.
Absolutely.
On my mom.
Yeah.
For real.
That's awesome.
Dude, when you got stuff going on like that, man,
know, you're busy.
like, okay, if I take this whole weekend,
It's gonna throw
these
everything
are people
off.
like, well, why don't you bring it with you? No, it don't work like that. You ain't doing
Right.
nothing when you go up there. I don't care where you're at. You got other things going on. You're not going to concentrate on this.
Right.
I think it's more or less getting behind because I'm more or less on. I'm always ahead or planning ahead. So in case something really major come, 2 days is a long time than one. Like I could take yesterday and do that, and then take care of the
But
baby.
2 days is
But 2 days
It's
is
a lot.
like
Well, it ends
it's a
up really
lot.
being 3 days because you end up getting down there early. You're packing
Friday.
up, you know what I'm saying?
I lose Friday night too.
Well, not only that, and then you like half an evening pack
Yeah.
and getting everything ready. And then you lose Friday.
It's almost over,
Saturday.
man. Friday, I'd click the button to register for my last 3 classes, dog. That's it, May. That's it, man. Ain't got to do it again.
That's so awesome.
this Friday or
Yeah,
last
just passed.
Friday?
Just as it's passed.
Really?
Yeah. Because
That's
you
such-
register in October for the spring or whatever.
That's such an
So I was
awesome
like,
milestone.
click,
man.
met with my advisor. She was like, yeah, you ain't got to do nothing, man. Petition to graduate. You got to do that. And they got to go through your thing and be like, all right, you're good to go. Where your diploma's going and shit.
Yeah.
You don't get it at graduation.
proud of
They
you,
mail
bro.
that shit to you 6 weeks later.
That's crazy.
They just give you a
So
fake piece of paper.
Seems like you've been in school for a decade.
4 years.
I know, but it
working
seems
full
like
time.
You've been
so much
grinding
has
through
happened
it
in that
too,
4
though,
years.
man.
You know,
To me, it went by fast.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
I know the outsiders probably didn't, but
because every week you just
yeah, or it just
You
goes
blink
by.
and you're like, whoa.
yeah, you go by and it's like, oh my god, the semester's already over. On to the next. So that's cool, man. I'm glad you guys were back. We're happy.
That's right.
Some of us ain't happy in this room right now. We'll get to that later. You got to take
go
a
ahead and
beat.
try. Go ahead and try.
Dude,
Get
listen.
to it. Bring it up now. Let's skip the shout outs.
Let's get it
Let's
over
just
with.
go. Let's just get it.
Listen, let's get the shout outs and we'll just get right into it since it's on the
Right
back
into it.
page.
Get over with
And then
it.
get it over with. All right, let's do this. Are you or somebody you know in
It is
trouble
on
with the
the
law?
back page.
Do you need your criminal record sealed? Do you want to get off of probation early? Do you have a personal injury case or even a speeding ticket? Or do you need a will? If so, reach out to Tracy Tripp Hoffman at TT Attorney. You can reach her at 770-240-1014 or at Tracy at TT-attorney.com.
She's the best in the business. The best in the business.
There you go. His shout out. Go ahead, Jesse. Get it out.
Oh, you know, like always, my beautiful family, beautiful wife, beautiful children. My nephew Michael, he is really, really kicking butt.
He's on the grind.
Dude, he's doing great. Like, he's doing amazing. His counselor calls me every single week, gives me updates on how good he's doing. He's got him a job at Burger King.
Nice.
He's doing the thing, man. He's got him a sponsor. He's working steps. He's really, really doing the thing. It's like he's starting to transform before your very eyes, and it's a beautiful, beautiful sight. You know, he called me. Well, he's with us this weekend, and we had fun. But last week, like when he started his new job, he FaceTimed me. I'm like, "How is it, man? You having a great?" He's like, "I love it. It's good." I said, "Really?" He's like, "No, I hate it, Unc." He's like, "I hate it. It's fast food." I was like, "I get it, but hey," I said, "It's not forever." So
Who
he
fuck
wants
likes
to
working
graduate
at
that
Burger
program.
King, man?
No, he
Come
wants to
on.
graduate that program. I told him I'd get him a job with me. He wants to graduate that program. He wants to go in the Navy. He wants to serve his country. He wants to go into the Navy.
Good for
That's
him.
something he's like, I guess he's always wanted to do. And now that his mind is starting to clear a little more, I said, okay,
Good
that's
for
no problem.
him.
If that's what you want to do.
Absolutely.
I said, I'm all for it. I said, you're 19 years old. You can see the world
Yeah,
for free.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
On the government's time.
Absolutely. And I said, are you sure? He's like, because at first he's like, yeah, I'll come work for you, blah, blah, blah. And then he finally, you know, we were sitting at my house and he's like, honestly, he's like, I don't want to let you down or whatever. I don't want to come work with you, but I want to go to the Navy. I
Run
said,
it.
bro,
Sign
you
him
ain't
up.
letting me down at all. I said, absolutely.
Yeah,
I
sign
said,
him
I'll look into some recruiters and things like that. And I think that'd be the best decision
Hell
of his
yeah.
life.
Go get that, man. Too bad I didn't have the honor to do that, or I would have. If I
Yeah.
could go back in time. It's one
Yeah.
thing I wish I could have done, but
Yeah.
I was busy doing other things. You know what I'm saying?
We all were.
Yeah. Up to you, Yate.
This is definitely a shout out for my little cousin, Knox Fuquay, playing yet another tournament in soccer up in Tennessee
Nice.
today. Undefeated for like 2 years straight.
That's awesome.
Came to a tournament last week in Chattanooga, demolished everybody. He called me up. He said, hey, I just want to let you know that we just destroyed 2 teams from Georgia.
That's great.
That's what he did.
That's
you know.
awesome.
That is
Knox,
funny.
and he's 9 years old. You know what I
Nice.
mean? Like it's
That's
so
cool.
competitive.
Yeah.
He's got a
I like that name.
championship game today in
Cool.
Murfreesboro, back up like 45 minutes from home. Mom's headed home. Shout out to her. Typically, I would get McFadden in there right now, but you know what? He's tried me up 2 times.
He really did.
2 times.
He did.
2 times.
He did.
What is it? What is it? You can't hurt my feelings.
You.
I'm going to still get you in there, McFadden. But don't ever try me up like that again.
He did
Especially while I got this fresh-ass jersey on.
Oh,
Yeah, number
crispy.
85 on there
Crispy,
with that
icy
Yate
white,
on the back
black.
of it, right? Huh.
That's all my shout-outs.
Oh, 85. He was born in 85, dog.
Yeah.
He's blessed, isn't he?
85 was a good year.
I was like 5.
We were old, man.
Yeah, it's 5,
He was
dude.
this little kid.
You two were ancient, man.
I
You
know.
what I
You're a
mean?
different generation. You're like, what is he? He's a millennial, right?
Yeah, he's like, millennial.
I'm generation,
like, just,
You're a
you know.
millennial, dude.
Yeah, you're millennial, bro.
You're 85, dude.
Yeah, you're just,
I'm generation P.
You're just young, man. You're young.
We're generation P.
Yeah, he's like in the same like millennial like our kids are. Like mine. And your
No,
kids are.
my kid is not. You know, he's Generation
kidding.
Alpha.
Generation
I looked it up
P.
where I
Yeah.
was like, damn.
P.
Generation Alpha until 2025.
P.
Yeah, that's what we are.
Your generation P.
Well, they call them millennials, but it is P or whatever. I don't know. Look it up, dude.
Generation P, dude.
Whatever,
Yeah.
dude.
Because I'm about to punch
Okay.
the both of you. As
We're
soon as you
generation.
disrespect
We're
my
generation.
squad,
We're generation
dude.
slide.
It's okay. Listen, forget that. We're gonna jump right into this. I'm going right to the back
He
page.
said,
We're gonna get
going to
this
the
out of the
back
way
page.
because we
Back in
usually
the
start
day,
with
Going to the
NFL.
back page wasn't a good thing.
No, this is the back. Remember that website?
That roommate
Wow,
the
bro.
extension. He lived on Backpage.
That's
bro.
like that Craigslist shit. Like, goddamn, that shit died out a while ago. All right, we're going to start on the back page, man. We're going to go right into baseball, baby.
Yeah.
The Atlanta Braves have been eliminated from the divisional round by the Philadelphia Phillies 3-1. The Houston Astros will now play the Texas Rangers in the American League Championship, and the Philadelphia Phillies will play, surprisingly, the Arizona Diamondbacks in the National League Championship Series. Before I get to my last question, I want to take a second, and then I'll let you guys go. And this isn't towards anybody in this room or the studio right now. For all you people out there that had those memes about the American League East, the Yankees and Red Sox not making the postseason, you won all those games and broke records for nothing. You're like the Golden State Warriors. You did all that for nothing. Nothing. I'll let you guys go now. That was not
I
directed
love it.
towards anybody in this room, but I had to sit back and watch all the memes on Facebook with the people down here. The Yankees are home. And like I told somebody yesterday, I said, welcome to our Houston Asteroids, the Philadelphia Phillies, right? You know, I mean, seriously, though, I said that, me and you had that conversation. You're like, oh, this, that, and the other. We were just talking shit that day. I was like, none of that means anything unless you win it all. You know, it's like the Dodgers every year. You get these 100 and some wins. You're out in the first round. And I've always been shaky about your pitching. Always. It's always something in baseball. If your pitching don't show up, you're done. Like, you could have all the bats in the world. I know your offense disappeared. But, dude, you guys gave up some big home runs in Philly. And I think it was their home field advantage.
Listen.
Like, it's hard to fucking play in
hard to play in
Philadelphia,
Philly,
dude.
absolutely.
Well, we
At
had
the-
home field advantage.
Well, they took
But
it from
they
you,
took it,
obviously.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel like, you know, I love my Cubs and I love the Braves. I really do, except 6 games a year. You know, I've been here 20-something years. I love the Braves. I am a Braves fan. My heart was broken for them as well. You know, that sucks. But at the end of the day, like Matt Olson talking about pitching, that's bullcrap. That
Really?
that message, that interview that Matt Olson did was bullcrap, because that wasn't the pitching's fault. That pitching has been the same all damn year.
Dude, Strider was
not
nasty,
for him,
dude.
For Matt Olson to stand
Strider.
up there in that interview with all those people and say, it sucks. Our pitching never showed up. I was like, what the hell are you talking about, bro? No, your bats did not show up to the game. That pitching has been the same. It's unfortunate. It sucks. The Phillies, that 6-day break, 7-day break, Snitker said, we did everything we could do during that. No, Snitker, it was your fault for changing that lineup the very first game. You took a win away from y'all. Y'all could have went to the Phillies and lost 2 and came back to Atlanta and had a chance. I believe him changing it all. What got you there? Why change that? That's just
he did that for a reason, because the Phillies pitching something on the back rotation with the left-hander.
It's just my like I said, just my opinion. I feel like Matt Olson shouldn't have said that about his pitching staff. I feel like Snitker shouldn't. If something is working, don't change it. My thoughts on all this, dude, is them Diamondbacks and them Rangers. That's what it's going to be in that World Series.
Come on, man. We do this every time.
I'm telling you.
No.
I play fantasy baseball, so I see what these guys are doing. Yeah, I don't follow those teams like that, but the Rangers are red hot.
Can I get, before I get, because I know you got probably a lot to say.
I don't have a lot to say.
So my thing is, and I hate doing this because I can't stand them. I can't stand them with every bone in my body. The Houston Astros, their statistics right now, this is their 7th straight championship series. You cannot disrespect them right now. That team is like the one that won't go away. And I know that feeling because I've been on the other side of the stick here. When I was growing up in the 90s and early 2000s, here comes the Red Sox. They're so good. And here comes the Yankees. Here comes the Seattle Mariners. We won 116 games that year. We took them out of the postseason and won it that year. I think it was that year we did it. Or maybe we got beat in Game 7. But anyways, we were always there and nobody could get through us, right? So Houston, man, you cannot disrespect that team.
Oh, no, I didn't mean...
Dude, I think they'll go again. Them. You know what I'm saying? I think they'll go again because I'm only going to go with them because they've been there 7 straight years. It hasn't been 7 times in the last 7 straight years they've been in this series. And I was actually looking back on it. In 3 of those series, the Yankees were there with it. And I'm like, dude, we just can't get through them. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that was surprising because I get cloudy because I'm just like, yo, we should be there and beat them, but they fucking beat us so many times.
Right.
But on the flip side of it, again, the Phillies were there last year. They ain't fucking around in the postseason. I just think it's going to be those two again. I mean, we'll see tonight because I think both series start today.
Yes.
I can't wait to watch them because I'm telling you what, I understand you're on the bad end of this shit in Atlanta, but that Phillies and Atlanta series, dude, had me pumped. Why? Because it gave me the same feelings of Yankees Red Sox back in the day. It's like the new one right now because
it's a re-spark of a rival.
Yeah, and you're going to Philly, and I'm like, yo, the Braves better get their shit together because they're going to Philly to play. Because I grew up around there. I know the atmosphere there. I also know the atmosphere. Yeah, they hate their own players, dude. So that was cool. That series for me was cool because I had no fight in the leg. Of course, I'm at home rooting for the Phillies because I grew up there, and I'm like, fuck Atlanta right now. Just because of other people, not because of you, man. I want to see your guys' teams win and stuff like that. But when I got other people running their mouth about people that ain't even in the postseason right now, like, okay, get your shit together. Because I got to hear it every year. Houston takes us out, but that was a badass series, bro. Like,
for who?
For me to watch as a fan for baseball. The intensity.
You love baseball.
The edge of your couch every night, coming home from school or whatever. I'm flipping on the game. And this is how funny it got for me. Like, I had schoolwork to do one day, and I ain't got nobody to talk shit to, so I'm leaving you guys alone because I understand it's an emotional ride right now. I'd turn on the TV to my wife.
Anybody with respect doesn't fuck with
you. You can ask Tracy, I'm like, hey, Trip, I got to go upstairs and do some schoolwork here. I turn the TV on and go, watch this real quick. And, that was the game that Philly really got on them when they went back to Philly or whatever. But
7 home runs.
Oh, dude, just went in. But you always have games like that because your pitching's off usually.
Game 3.
Yeah, but that for me, that series, because every other game was cool, man. You guys came back in the one game. The Phillies did get you in game 1, but that last game too, man, y'all started coming back a little bit. It was just intense. It wasn't too much high scoring.
The bats were not the same bats that we were used to all year.
Dude, you broke records for home runs.
For every bit of it.
Stolen bases.
It was a record year across the board for the Braves. And that team that everybody saw throughout the year was not the team we saw in the postseason.
What is your opinions on all this, man? Like, seriously. Because I'll put it to you like this, and I'll get you going on this. someone had mentioned yesterday, I don't know if you heard it or not. Someone had asked, what do we need to change next year? This is for the Braves. And that set person yesterday we were around was like, absolutely nothing.
They said that we don't need nothing.
Yes. I'm not going to mention any names or whatever, but they absolutely don't have to change anything. Just because you're that good, the Dodgers have been this good for years. And they need to change something because they can't get through the postseason.
I think I posted, like, I made a comment on Facebook. I said I feel like we're just reliving the '90s Braves all over again.
No, because the '90s Braves had the pitching but no bats.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about in general getting there and just not having the key to get in the door.
So
Constantly being there. That's what I meant by, like, you know what I'm saying? Just being a disappointment.
Multiple facets.
Okay.
As in my opinion, you know, of course, Jesse touched on changing analytics. Told somebody in our organization
Fuck, the lineup
to
changed.
change the lineup in game one. Smithy changes the lineup.
Fucked
Whatever,
up.
okay?
Yeah.
Against Suarez. Left-hander. Cool. We go out, we get tatted up. Whatever. Lose. Game 2, we come back, win. Game 3, up in Citizens Bank, they just blast us. You know, Bryce Elder, you know, he is what he is. You know, he's whatever. I'm not going to sit here and disrespect. You know, our pitching is suspect. It's questionable. Whatever. Everybody knows that. Our offense wasn't hitting. Our 6 through 9 hitters were like 4 for 50
Michael
in the
Herschel
series.
was batted 0.
In the series, so it's like, you know, the back end of our lineup, it's like, what happened? Because all year long, you know what I mean, like announcers would always say it, you cannot hide from our lineup anywhere. You cannot hope, if I can just get to the 6th through,
it's so stacked.
hitters,
Yeah, you're done.
I'm okay. No, you
Your pitching
can't
ain't gonna
do
get
that.
through it.
You know,
Yeah,
you got Arcia,
absolutely.
you know, all-star shortstop batting 8th. You know, you got Harris batting 9th.
Any of your 1 through 9 can
But then
hit.
you change our lineup based off of analytics. Okay. So then here we are, game 4, facing the same pitcher that pitched in game 1. So did the analytics change
So he
somehow?
changed it back to normal.
And he changed it back to normal.
After the first game, he changed it back to normal.
Well, I guess at that point you're like, okay, we were wrong. So let me change
Go back to what we know.
Right.
And it didn't work.
And it did not work, you know. Philly is who they say they are. They got hot at the right time in baseball.
Every time.
That's
They
all you
did.
have to do. You can be hot. You can be a good, consistent team all year long. All year long. Win 117 games. Win 100 games.
Absolutely.
Whatever. But if you are playing a team that's hot at the right time, you're going to get smoked. And that's what happened. Philly has players with attitude. They have heart.
Grit.
They have
I'll show y'all what the Braves are missing.
yeah, they're missing.
Please?
Look, go on and show them.
Please.
They're missing the pearls. Is what they're missing.
I
Jock
remember
Peterson.
when they won it. Yeah. Do you
they're-
think they're more swag now?
No, let's watch what Mike's got right here.
This is what they're missing right here. Watch this.
He's showing a clip again. I don't know if y'all can see
Against
it, but he's-
Milwaukee. Who was
yeah.
it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's running his
talking
mouth.
shit.
Yeah.
That's it. They're
Yeah.
missing. They're missing a leader in that lineup.
Was that Freddie? I knew it was Freddie. They're missing Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They need.
Yeah, the whole team. Yep. That's the grit.
Yeah.
That's the grit.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Stand up and actually
Yeah.
do it.
So I guess Mike's got a good point.
Need somebody that
That's what we're
separates.
missing. That's what we're missing.
Yeah,
So-
somebody
so
that will separate themselves and be that leader.
So that's the thing. Like when Bryce Harper went off in Game 3 and rounded second twice and stared at that dude.
RC.
I understand he ran his mouth. Do you step up at that time, even though you're in Philly? Like, we ain't going to take this. What's up?
Absolutely.
Is that what they're missing?
Absolutely.
At that point, Austin Riley gets a little too close to him in the third base line.
That's true.
Third base
Yeah.
line, and lets him know real quick, you ain't disrespecting my shortstop. I don't care what he said. I got his
Absolutely.
back.
Yeah.
That's what
Or Sean Murphy at the plate. Diorno, when you got 5 players that hit over 30 home runs,
That's
you
nasty.
got like equality, right?
Absolutely.
You got equality.
You're gonna hit the
I
ball
respect Acuna. I respect Albies. I respect Riley. I respect Ozuna. I respect Olsen. So out of all these players, somebody has
Gotta
to
step up.
And Acuna has that attitude.
He
right?
does, but my question
he's
is he
sitting
getting
there-
too flashy? Without the attitude now, is he getting too flashy?
He's actually, in my opinion, become a little more humble because he's sitting there because RC was sitting there taunting the Philly fans
I
in the
remember
dugout,
that.
And
I
he's
remember
telling
that.
him, turn around. Fuck that, dude. Let him taunt the
Taunt.
Philly fans.
Yeah,
But
but that's
then-
all they're doing.
You know what? Yeah, let him taunt them, but with the camera on him these days, does that also change the perspective of that
The
team?
Phillies didn't care.
And
Because you got to
Phillies
go up
didn't
into
care.
Philly,
And
man.
then
You got to
Nick Castellanos had the attitude. Every single one. Schwarber
Yeah,
had
was
the
hitting, dude.
Schwarber had the attitude. Castellanos had the attitude. Turner had the attitude. Harper had the
Game
attitude.
3.
Every one of them had that grit.
Game 3, every home run they hit, every one of them stood at home plate and watched that ball
Watched.
go out. Bow! And
Like,
just were standing
showing
there
them,
what's
like,
up?
that's
looking
what
at their,
we
looking
do.
at their dugout like, what's up? Let's
That's
go.
what you got to do. That's baseball.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
baseball.
And then I'll also say this: Snicker. Nobody's. I mean, I don't know if anybody is, but dude, I could go down to that dugout and set a line up. I could go down
Pretty
there and
good-
you
set
really
a line
good
could.
up.
lineup.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
not hard to
It's
mess
easy.
that up.
Yeah, it's easy to make
You
that
know what
line
I
up.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
not
can
hard.
do
Pretty
that.
easy.
I could take my wife into the Atlanta dugout and be like, just
Pick at
throw
random.
darts.
Yeah,
Just
throw
throw
darts
at
at the
random.
lineup.
Yes.
And it should work
You
out.
know what I mean? Yeah, and we're gonna
'Cause
do
they're so
something.
nasty.
We're gonna be a mediocre team. Snicker is just like, oh, you know,
Yeah, we need like an old Tommy Lasorda that's just going to get on their ass.
Yeah, because he did one interview, and I was listening to the radio in the morning time, AM, FM, 92.9, the game, and they played the interview with the manager after that game where Harper killed you. Was it the first time he killed you guys? Was it game 1 or?
Game 1, he hit one off strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was the one where they brought in another pitcher and he hit it, and we wanted to keep him, instead of saying I wanted my pitcher to keep the ball down at that time, he didn't. He was like, well, it's, he had an excuse. Well, it's Bryce Harper. He could do that at any point, anytime in the game. When the reality, and I get why he said that, because he doesn't want to throw his player underneath the bus, but the reality is, yo, man, you're going against these dudes that got like Harper. You can't pitch to him like that. Walk in. Because in a
that's
situation
right.
where they could intentionally
That's why
walked
I
him.
understand.
It was here in
I know what
Atlanta.
you're talking about
Yeah.
too.
And then
There's a time you have to walk that guy. Or Nick Castellanos. Everybody knows his history. He's a mediocre player throughout the year. In the postseason, that man is lights out every year he plays in the post. When he played in the post for the Cubs, dude, he was our guy. Just like who was the? I know Jock Peterson had the pearls, but outfielder shows up in the post for you guys the last couple of years too. Rosario, like that's what I was saying. I thought he was gonna crank it up this year, and he did, but nobody else followed suit with him. He like you need that guy to get everybody like pumped, like let's go.
Yeah, like we had Soler.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Do you-
like getting them like rowdy? Like
you-
Jason Hayward was our guy with the Cubs. You gotta have that guy. His bats weren't alive, but he was there. Like, dude, come on, y'all. Let's
Do you
this
want to
shit.
take it or think about or even discuss? Because I don't see it yet, but everybody's talking about the first round buys again. Like the teams are cold, the teams ain't hot. The momentum in baseball, because the Braves lost, the Dodgers lost, the Orioles lost, and who else lost it down here? Wait, no, did anybody get through with the first round buy? No, nobody did.
Nobody
Houston.
did. Nobody did.
No, Houston didn't have the first round buy, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Houston did
Houston's
last
the
year.
only team.
So Houston, the only team, and Houston last year was the only team to do it.
Dodgers
So-
got swept.
Yeah, so
Braves
everybody out
got-
there always
Oh, no,
talking.
I meant I thought you were
Orioles.
National League. Yeah, everyone in the National
No,
League.
because this happened last year. Houston was the only one to get through with a first round bye.
Listen,
So it's
everybody
like-
goes to that. Everybody,
Yes.
that's a good scapegoat. Sure,
Yeah.
it sounds good, but at the end of the day, you're a professional.
Yes.
And you had
And
time
you're
off
not
for
gonna-
your pitching, which
but-
is
but still-
great.
Oh,
You're a
they
professional,
gave
dude.
so much time off to the pitching. They didn't even pitch to the Cubs when we were there. Like, none of their starting pitchers pitched the last 3 weeks of the regular season, did they?
Listen.
Or 2 weeks of the regular season?
You gave me 5 days off, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess my
I'm resting.
hand-to-eye coordination just
It didn't go off.
It
No.
disappeared.
Yeah. I mean, there's people
During that
saying
time,
that.
I forgot how to be a
At the
professional.
end of the day, you
They
can
gotta
have that
adjust.
break, but the other teams that are hungry, fighting for that,
Listen.
like that one game wild card, those teams are still going to be there. So it don't matter if you have not have a break or don't have a break. When that team gets hot and it's hungry at the right time, sometimes there ain't no stopping it.
Every year I go on vacation at work. Every single year I go on vacation, and when I come back, I'm that guy.
That's true. You're still
I'm
the same
that
guy.
guy.
It's not
You
like
know
you
what I
missed a
mean?
beat. He's right.
Why aren't you that guy on what you do for a living. You know what I mean? Just show up,
And you
man.
make a lot of money doing it too.
Yeah,
Show up and
we can't-
hit the fucking ball.
We can blame it on pitching. We can blame it on hitting.
They
we
just
can
didn't
blame
show
it
up.
on
Matt
the
Olson was
manager,
wrong
we
for
can blame-
blaming that on pitching. That wasn't pitching's fault. I don't care.
the
And I'll
end
be
of
the
the
one to
day-
stand by it. It was not the pitching's fault.
We need him. We need him.
Olsen?
No,
He didn't show
we
up
need
either.
him. We
Riley
need
showed
that
up.
guy.
Riley showed up.
Riley showed all the way
He
up.
hit
Rosario
game-winning home
showed
run.
up.
Sure, but he's a humble dude, man.
Yeah.
You gotta not be humble in those situations.
When you hit that
You gotta taunt
one-handed
him.
home run
Yeah.
over, you stare that pitcher down.
The whole way
What's
around.
up?
Let
I
them
would.
come
You know what
at
I
you.
mean?
I would.
Oh, yeah.
This
I
is
get pumped.
postseason
Oh, yeah.
baseball.
Yeah.
Their fans are lit up there,
Dude, and the
Marking
crazy
our
thing
chop.
is right
Come
here
on,
in
man.
right here in Atlanta, dude, when they start a rally, the fans do their job. Like when that chop gets going and them,
dude.
them lights go off and them cell phones
That's
come
the
on,
thing, dude.
there's so much energy. You need a player to step up and be like, yes, come on, y'all. They're doing their job. We need to do ours. And you,
It's fine.
like you said,
Listen, we need to move on.
my bad. Yes,
Because
let's move it right
that
along.
part of the year is over.
It is.
Pitchers and
It's one of the-
catchers
it's one of the
report in
best part of
February.
the years, though.
Yeah, you're out, dude. You've been out. Just like us.
It's one of
So,
the best part
for
of
everybody
the
that had your
years.
memes out, come on over. I got a place on my couch at home because I know we start tonight. Y'all come watch the playoffs with us, Yank fans, all right? And Cubs fans. But
And
we don't-
Braves fans.
And Braves fans now. So, y'all come over to the house. We got a place on the couch for you. We can root for the Phillies. I believe Phillies win it all this year before we go to break. So we're going to take a break.
Arizona.
When we get
Texas.
back, we're going to go into NFL and college football. Who you got winning it all? Phillies.
Astros beat the Phillies.
Astros beat the Phillies. Got Houston again back to back. We'll be back. You're listening to
Arizona
the Penalty
winning
Box
it all.
Radio, brought to you by Power 108.9, the station for the people. Welcome back to the Penalty Box Radio. Oh, you just ain't gonna get involved?
Bro, T Swizzy. There you go.
Because that's hot news right now in the NFL.
It is. My daughter loves.
Oh, tell us where. Welcome back to the
Oh,
box,
T
man.
Swizzle.
Hot, cold, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to call it. Penaltied up, flagged up. The flag
up.
box, the
Flagged
hot box,
up.
the cold box. Go ahead. That's what we're going to say, man.
Nothing.
Nothing. All right,
Nothing.
man.
I ain't with it.
Listen, we're going to get into the NFL. We're going to get with it because we got a lot to go. before we
In a short time to
in
get
a short
there.
time
In a
because
short
the Braves done took
time
up
to
half my
get
goddamn
there.
show here, but it's okay. Out of respect, they deserved it, dude.
Absolutely.
They
Let's
deserved
go,
it.
let's go.
Phenomenal. The Atlanta Falcons are 3-2 on the season. They will play the
Trash.
Washington Commanders today at 1 p.m. here in Atlanta. The Tennessee Titans are 2-3 on the season. They're playing the Baltimore Ravens right now in London. This game started at 9:30 this morning. The Chicago Bears are 1-4 and on track to get the second pick in the draft. They will play
first
the
and
Minnesota
second
pick.
and second. Dude, that's a fire pick though. You got to stay with this, man. The Minnesota Vikings today at 1 p.m. right there in Chicago. The Philadelphia Eagles and 49ers are 5-0 on the season. Question to y'all and thoughts: who's got the better team and who is the best team up to this point in the NFL? Go.
Niners are the best team.
Do you think they're the more
Yeah.
complete team?
Absolutely,
Hands
49ers.
down. Neither
are
one of them
the
have
best
played
team.
anybody.
That's true, but they played each other last year.
San
Remember?
Fran beat Dallas last week, but who is Dallas?
Dallas got dude, I
Dallas,
loved every
Dallas has
minute
got
of
a
that.
defense, and Dallas cannot. Their offense is trash, dude. Their defense is the truth.
Yeah, but they lost.
They lost Diggs.
They lost,
yeah.
yeah.
They're done.
That's a vital part.
The
still got
Niners made them
Parsons.
look like trash.
Yeah.
I loved it. I
Dude,
hate the Cowboys,
Listen,
dude.
I've been telling everybody everything that I've been seeing is saying that Brock Purdy, dude,
Nasty.
is on a whole nother level than any quarterback in the NFL.
You know,
right
he
now.
was
And
saying
ain't
that
getting the
there's
respect.
another level he knows he could get to. He's just not there yet.
If you watch
Are
him,
we watching Tom Brady again? Like
Yes, that's
another
exactly
Tom
what
Brady?
you're.
Really?
Yes, that's
Dude,
exactly
he
what
is
you're watching.
nasty, Jesse.
Because
I know
listen,
he is. He's great.
People are saying he's just a product of Shanahan's offense. Yeah, okay.
What happened to Trey Lance?
Trey Lance. What about Jimmy G? You know what I mean? Like, they weren't on that. You know what the biggest difference is, in my opinion, is the kid knows how to read a defense.
He really does, dude.
Yeah, and he's like
he
a.
knows right when to get it, Christian McCaffrey. He
And
knows
to
right
who?
when to run.
To who?
Yes,
Is it a
exactly.
check
He
down?
knows. He knows when to get it
know?
to Kittle. He knows when to get it to McCaffrey. He knows when to get it to Deebo Samuel, and he knows when to hold on to it.
And he's got, like we just said, that attitude because he's Mr. Irrelevant.
Yes.
That like a Tom Brady and his
Yes.
numbers in the beginning because I know Tom Brady went like number wise. No, I itch my ear, not you, buddy. Seriously, an itch. Sorry, my ear, my bad. You know how Tom Brady, like if we're talking about number wise, like in the beginning of his career was, and then it went skyrocketed when he got mossed, and then it started to teeter off again. But he was always winning games, and his numbers, statistics were high, but they weren't like flashy.
Right.
Like Purdy only had. What last week? Like 4 touchdowns, but it was only like 200 and some yards throwing.
But and that's
it
the
was
crazy
so
thing.
matters.
But it was so
but it's
beautiful.
for us, it's like, dude, I wanted 400 yards, 4 touchdowns
Yes.
because we're in fantasy and I got him. But dude, he's so good.
It is
It's
so
like,
good. Because
done.
what's crazy is those guys that do to those 400 whatever yard.
They're playing
in the
from
league
behind.
For they're
playing
in the
from
league.
behind.
Well, they're in the
Right.
they're in the league for 2 or 3 years. A man like that is going to be like a top in the league for 22 years. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying?
he's not playing from behind. Though, like
absolutely, yeah.
If you get your
He's
4 touchdowns,
playing
you're on
from
the
ahead.
bench.
Yeah.
because we want to keep you healthy. We're
Playing from
blowing you
ahead.
out, and we're going to run the ball.
Yeah.
Now, of
That's-
course, you have to have people that can catch it, and he does. You know, he does.
So these two clash again. You think an NFC Championship game, Eagles and Niners? Because I know the Niners got bounced out by them last year because
thing about- yeah,
they had no quarterback. Everybody
the
got hurt.
NFC outside of everybody else is garbage. There's
they're not- there ain't
another
not-
team.
yeah, I don't- I was
There's
gonna ask you, I
no
don't think.
other team. The Niners have.
Oh, they're the truth. That's
they have
them.
no
That's
competition
them.
in the
I've
West.
already told 3 people this year. If the 49ers don't win the Super
well.
Bowl this year, something's wrong.
What about the Eagles?
The Lions. You do.
Oh, the Lions are
Oh
good.
yeah, the Lions are very.
Hey, he doesn't
good.
want to take.
Yes,
yeah, he forgot about that. He's in their division.
I want to like blank that out of my memory, but yeah, and I'll be the first. I'm a through and through Bears fan. The Detroit Lions are the truth, and I've always said that about Goff too. Like he was
one of those
had it off
quarterbacks.
here. He's one of those great quarterbacks.
System
man.
quarterback.
He's
Look what he's doing
good.
now in Detroit
He
after
is
the
good.
trade.
He's good.
Because they said he was a system quarterback.
But outside of those 3,
It's
the
tough.
NFC,
I don't see anybody really
the AFC
jumping out.
young guys, young quarterbacks. You know, but they're
You
excited.
got Mahomes there still at 4-1. Well,
They're-
Yeah. but he's starting
Nasty.
to look really weird this year, man. It's just it's
He's
not
growing.
I know he's growing.
Doesn't have to beat himself up anymore.
You're right.
Just
You're
win
right.
games.
They've just turned into they've turned into a run the ball offense now.
Why not keep
And it's
him
great.
healthy until the
Oh, it's great.
postseason?
It's great.
Because that's when you're going to really need him to move around, run
Yes,
around. Not
be mobile.
like last year in the postseason, he's limping around, could barely get around with his ankle.
Barely move.
right.
He got pissed when he had to go for X-rays and came back in the game. Thank God they were negative. Like
That's, that's all those Kansas City players like Kelsey, dude. It's like his ankle's falling off. He goes back to the back, tape it up, and he tried to sneak onto the field. His coach like, get back here.
Yeah, there's no. I mean,
they play with a lot of grit.
There's nobody else in the National League, especially not in the NFC South. The NFC South is the trash of the NFC. From
Not the East?
Nah,
Because the Eagles, but
you got
other than
the
that,
Eagles.
everybody else is
The
trash.
South is just a bunch of mediocre scrubs, especially the Atlanta Falcons.
You were rooting for
fired.
them last year. You can't do this
fired.
year.
McFadden disrespected me twice about my Titans.
You're looking way
You think I'm gonna give him an
reading too
attaboy?
much into that? He wasn't.
No,
He
he
just
was.
didn't care about
No,
what
he-
you had to say.
My score is 9-3.
I got that
just
3
got him
times,
again.
bro. Okay, go ahead.
No,
Say
no,
what you were
that's
going to
funny.
say
Mike's
about
all
him.
right.
He got you 3
Wait a
times.
minute, dude. You did. You just.
That's the third
I thought he
time.
was wanting to know the score.
That's the third time. That's the third time. That's the
You
third
got me,
time.
man. You got my guy.
Bro.
I love Mike.
He dominated you.
Respect. You got me, man.
So you think the Chiefs are the best team in the AFC or the Dolphins or who else?
Oh, let's not forget about the Dolphins either.
The Bills too. I mean,
the
they're
Bills
still
Bills, yes.
The Bills whooped
The
the
Dolphins. They put
made
them
the
in
Dolphins
place.
look
The Dolphins have put up like
That's because the
180
Bills-
points
well,
through 5 games.
The Bills have a nasty defense.
Most, what is it, like most points, most yards
Yeah,
through
it's-
5
They broke
games.
records.
Did you see Mike McDaniel's press conference? The reporter's like, congratulations, you've put up the most points, the most yards through 5 games in NFL history. He was like, yes. He was like, during the offseason, we had team meetings. And we came in with a goal to have the most points and the most yards through 5 games.
was-
like talking shit like kids.
He was kidding. Oh, okay, great.
You gotta remember,
He's like-
he graduated from Yale. He could be a smart ass.
He's,
Yeah, he's
well, not only that,
hilarious.
he came up under Shanahan.
Yeah.
Like, so he, like, don't forget about that man. That man knows what he's doing. Like, I love the smart aleck. Like,
I will say
he's
this.
building a dynasty on the receiving side and a dynasty on that run side, too,
I will
bro.
say this about the Falcons, though. They did just bring in a veteran wide receiver who will bring
Oh, yeah.
leadership to
Yep.
their locker room, Van Jefferson.
Yep, from
you
LA.
know, now is
Smart.
Van Jefferson going to
Smart.
change the landscape here? No. But he will help develop.
He could be like that Calvin Ridley they need.
Right. And you got Jonnu Smith, who has a
He's starting to
history
show up.
with Arthur Smith in Tennessee. And so you got that tight end.
That chemistry,
mix.
yep.
Yeah. So McFadden, I will get y'all in there a little bit.
Got you in there, buddy.
Ritter has to play a little more consistent.
No, I don't think Ritter's the answer for.
Well, he's got to
Atlanta.
play more consistent. He's the answer for now because they got Heineke, but
I think
Ritter is the answer.
Gotta
for
give
now.
Heineke that football.
Why would you do that and have a
man.
Ricky Heineke stinks? He stunk in Washington. He stinks everywhere else he goes. He's the backup quarterback. You can't just give backup quarterbacks chances. Unless
you-
somebody
you
gets
gave
hurt.
Tom
Yeah,
Brady
you
the
undefeated at
chance.
home.
You
Tom
won.
Brady, because Bledsoe
You
got
undefeated at
hurt.
home.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Purdy got his chance because
Yes.
everybody in front of him got
Garoppolo,
hurt.
yeah.
Ain't nothing gonna change about being undefeated at home today against the sorry ass Washington Redskins. God damn.
Oh, yeah, that's
Washington
right.
Commanders.
If
Washington
the
Commanders.
Washington
Yeah, but-
Redskins or Commanders come in and beat y'all,
Stop calling them the Redskins, man.
that's what they are, dude. That's what I grew
They're
up.
the
That's what they
Washington
were.
Commanders.
Okay,
Here
the Commanders.
he comes.
What's he
Here
about
comes.
to do?
He's about to destroy you, dude.
Y'all still giving Justin Fields a chance.
I know we are. I know we are.
Listen,
But have you guys seen all the memes though?
Justin
Yeah,
Fields.
Justin
to
Fields,
Atlanta.
if he could come to Atlanta, he's
Atlanta.
y'all's answer.
We don't need him.
They're good.
Hey,
They're tired of that.
Hey, Justin Fields is the truth, and I'm going to keep giving him the opportunity. They have, if you guys have been, you guys probably don't because you don't watch the Bears. They have been holding him back, not letting him run the football, not letting him be mobile. And he tried talking out about it, and you saw what
Yeah, he
happened.
said something about it.
He got shut
He said it's
down,
the
and then
coaching.
he made public apology. That's the truth
He
over
said it's
there.
the coaching. He did.
That's the truth over there. They're stopping that man and keeping that. But now him and DJ Moore, that chemistry there. Now they got rid of that that cesspool of Chase Claypool, bringing that negativity bullcrap there. Maybe we
That
can get
cesspool,
clicking.
he said.
I hope that they don't go with. I know like we would need the first and second round picks, but I hope that I hate when I don't like to think that an NFL team would really just throw games. Just
No,
to
I just
get
think your
those
coaching's
picks.
horrible and your
I
offense
know.
sucks right now.
Our coaching is horrible. When you're freaking your fucking head coach is coaching, making all the defensive freaking plays. That's bullcrap. He
Listen.
shouldn't be calling the defensive plays. Get another defensive coordinator. Got rid of the dude got
Flowers.
put in jail for freaking
Zay
the
Flowers?
suspected bull crap. What happened to Zay Flowers?
See, we calmed you
Touchdown.
down. Good job. He was
Touchdown.
going off the rails.
Touchdown,
Okay, good.
Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers.
And
You got
then-
Flowers in?
Yes.
Yeah,
I hope you get
DeAndre
paid.
Hopkins come back 2 plays later and scored a 90-yard touchdown.
Wait, so Hopkins scored?
Are you serious? Dude, that's a double banger orangutan.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. Zay Flowers did score, but I mean, I'm just trying to juice my Titans up, dude. We're losing 15-3.
Yeah, Hopkins got 3 points, 1 catch for 20 yards, bro.
My
That's
bad,
why I'm
dude.
0-5 in Jerome's league, because the squad stinks.
I thought you said you put him on the
Dick.
bench.
In one league, not in the other.
Oh, my bad.
All right, listen.
it
Your
just-
Bears stink right now. Hopefully they figure it out.
My
The
bad.
Titans
Oh,
stink.
stanky
Hopefully
Bears.
they figure it out. Everybody stinks this year.
Listen, your squad is worse of the worst.
Listen,
dude.
The Giants, you know, Giants are horrible.
The
right
Eagles
now,
are 5-0.
bro.
I don't know
You're
what you're
not
talking
an
about.
Eagles. You're not an Eagles fan. You are a Giants fan through and through.
The Phillies win it all, and like I said in the beginning of the year, the Eagles are going to win it all.
Danny Dingleberry up here got a neck injury, dude. He's out. He took a shiver.
Yes, he did.
Miss
Yeah.
Barkley, I want more money. Snap ankles, bang.
Y'all
Stop
are-
You have
squatting.
7 high ankle sprains. You're not getting any more
That's because
money.
in college he was squatting 750 pounds every day. Let
Look.
it go, dude.
College football.
Listen,
dude.
what about fantasy? We suck. We talked about
I ain't worried
fantasy
about
enough,
fantasy,
dude.
man. I ain't
Horrible,
worried about
dude.
What is Daniel Yater in fantasy right now?
He's 2-3.
2-3,
You're
man.
3-2. You were close to being 2-3.
I've had
I
nothing
was.
but injuries. You've had no injuries.
Yeah, you had no injury.
I've had nothing
I've got
but
Josh
injuries.
Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs
He's
is not
Debo
injured.
Samuel. That was
He's not
automatically
injured.
they should be called injuries.
No.
Oh, see what?
Yeah, he said they should be called in
Yeah,
because they
just-
don't produce.
That's how I
That's
look
just
at
being
it.
on bad teams
I
with
know.
bad
It
systems.
sucks.
We got quarterbacks down,
Yeah,
running
running
backs
backs down.
receivers
Next
down.
thing, my tight end's going down
Don't
somehow.
say that.
Who cares at this point?
At
It's
this
okay.
point, we're 2-3. He's 3-2
Yeah.
somehow.
Somehow I squeaked
Pull
by.
it off,
He scored
dude.
like 158 points with this
Dude, listen.
scrub line. I was
Listen, this dude messages me, texts me like during the game because I didn't want to mess with him when Aaron Rodgers went down.
And I still
because I was
beat
like,
him.
I was like, he's not gonna get me because I thought for sure he had Aaron Rodgers going. It was gonna be no Aaron Rodgers and Watson.
No,
or
I had Wilson going, so
yeah,
Wilson
Garrett
stepped
Wilson.
it up. Yeah,
I was like, yes, yeah. He messaged me and he sends the face, fuck. And I was like, it's over. I got him. It's not gonna happen. And sure enough, like Zach Wilson
Wilson
hooks
scored.
up with Garrett Wilson. I'm like, this is bullcrap. He
That's
got
how
it,
fantasy
man.
is, man. It sucks, dude. Let's talk about college football. Right? Number 1, Georgia is 7-0 on the season. They beat Vandy yesterday, 37-20. Number 3, Ohio State is 6-0 on the season. They beat Purdue yesterday, 41-7. Ohio State plays number 6 Penn State this weekend coming up. Number 21, Notre Dame is 6-2 on the season. They blew out number 10 USC last night, 48-20. I love that, dude. I love it. Number 2, Michigan beat Indiana, 52-7. I know you don't like that. Number 7, Washington beat number 8, Oregon yesterday, 36-33. My question to you guys is, who's the best team in college right now up to this point?
Michigan.
Who is it?
Michigan.
You going with
By
Michigan?
far.
Washington.
Michigan.
Who's the best team in college?
Washington.
Better than Michigan.
Yes.
Better than you.
Are you really saying
Better
that?
than Georgia.
No, are you saying that?
Michigan is led by that guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Michael Penix Jr., dude, is that dude.
Okay, so can they hold up against a defense like a Big Ten or SEC like usual Pac-12 team?
Yes.
Okay. Dude, that was a good game yesterday. Did you watch
was.
any of it?
Which one?
The Washington, Oregon?
Yeah,
I did
absolutely.
too. Because when I brought Grayson home before I went... No. Yeah, before I went down the Java Jam or whatever.
Listen,
I got to see some of it. It was when I came home. When I came home.
say that
I feel like
because
if Washington is that team, like
They're nasty, dude. I watched them
Right.
yesterday, dude.
I say
He's
that
good.
just because. Listen, you say what you want about the
No,
West Coast.
no.
You know, in the past several years has been trash. This year, dude, they're pretty.
they're the truth.
Are you
They're the
rooting for
truth.
them right now because they're a Big Ten team
No,
as of next year?
no, man. I'm just telling you my opinions on
Because they're not a
who I think-
Pac-12 team.
Listen, my boys are decent. We don't have veteran leadership at QB.
I don't like your quarterback.
They have leadership at QB.
Yeah. I don't like your quarterback, by the way.
Georgia
He's shaky.
is
Very
great.
shaky.
You
Their
know,
quarterback's-
Carson Beck is like 4th in the nation in passing yards.
He's got to get an MRI on his ankle as of yesterday.
Brock Bowers.
Or Brock Bowers, sorry. My
Right.
bad.
Yeah.
I
And
keep,
they're
getting,
going
I
to-
keep,
tight
get-
end.
I
Tight
keep
end.
getting them confused too. People,
Yeah,
I was
my
at something. I
Carson
was like,
Beck and Brock
because every
Bowers.
time I hear Brock Bowers, I'm thinking like, because you hear Brock
You see
Bowers name
B.
more than
I
anybody.
hear B in my
yes.
head.
Yeah,
There's
but I mean,
big.
here's the deal about Brock Bowers going down is that really doesn't affect Georgia at all because they got the kid. I think his name's Oscar Delp.
Yeah, they got tight ends
That's
out there.
also like
Yes.
a 5-star
First
tight
round
end
draft
coming
pick tight
right
end.
in.
Yeah.
Like, we're good. You know, they also got Ladd McConkey back playing now. You got Kendall Milton coming off the injury. Dejan Edwards Saturday put.
They still haven't showed me anything yet, though. I
They
know they're number one.
have a lot of studs. They're a great team, and they still have a chance at 3-peat.
Yeah, they're
in my
defending
opinion.
champs. You gotta beat
They
the
have a
champ
great
back to
chance
back.
at 3-peat.
Yeah.
They do. I'm not going to disrespect them. You know that they're great led. In coaching. However, there are some West Coast teams, man, that ain't no.
Gonna show up this year.
So you're telling me after watching highlights, because you probably don't watch Michigan, dude, I've watched, dude, they're nasty.
Michigan
They're
is
super
nasty.
nasty.
They can
They're
throw
good.
and run this
They
year,
can.
dude. And their defense
They're
is
double-headed
nasty.
in the
They're
backfield.
double-headed in the
I'm just not
backfield.
ever going to give
Oh yeah,
them.
I got you.
That-
I got
I
you.
get it.
And which is I shouldn't.
Understandable.
I shouldn't be biased.
No,
but
no, you're
they're-
okay. I do it to
they're-
the Red Sox. Fuck 'em. I get it.
They're a
I
great
get it.
team.
Yeah.
They're a great team. I just don't think whenever you've played who you've played up to this point in the season, they have not been battle tested. Historically, like for Ohio State, that's been our problem, dude. When you're out here beating 45-7, 63-10,
You want to win the close games like Notre Dame.
you ain't
Yeah.
experienced what it's like to fight. To grind out like Washington did yesterday, and they grinded out a win against Oregon.
They stopped
Georgia.
Oregon right before half
Listen,
on that fourth down.
People can say
That
what
was
they
fire.
want about Georgia. Like they let Vanderbilt put up 20 points on them yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Vanderbilt. I had Wilborn texting me, Beck for Heisman. I'm like, dude, Beck for Heisman, you're leading
Jeez,
a
he's so-
2-5 Vanderbilt
This
team by
dude,
16
like Trey,
points
he
in the
is-
fourth quarter.
he's so
That is
delusional
not
about
Heisman
Georgia.
worthy. But what it is battle tested. You can say, okay, you was up 16. But dude, Vanderbilt come right back and scored another touchdown on them. They ended up winning 37-20.
Yeah, I think so. I got it here.
You know, and-
but that's
and-
a grind out.
Right.
So that's battle
So
tested.
Georgia
Yeah.
is having to grind to get these little victories. They had to grind against Auburn. Auburn
Fighting
should have
team.
won that game.
But they won.
Their defense had multiple chances to intercept Carson Beck, hit him right in the numbers, and drop it. But it's through that you come together as a team and grind out and win. I mean, that's just
What do you think about this upcoming weekend, Penn State, but you host?
tough. But luckily, it's
6-3.
At the
Jesse.
shoe.
At the shoe, though.
It's
Thank God you
luckily-
ain't at that whiteout.
right. Right.
You
I
caught a
think
good
this-
one this year.
This could be our
With
hurdle.
this-
You know what I mean?
yes.
This could be our
But there you go. Like you played against Notre Dame, you battle tested. That was a close game.
That was
here you
a-
go with Penn State. The only thing I don't like
Yeah,
about
I hope you guys have made the adjustment since us, which it looks like you have. But if you go in with that same team against us, against them,
So it's not. So our starting running back was out for a couple of games. Travion Henderson,
Yeah,
who played
Henderson
against
was
you.
out.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have several guys behind Henderson. So Dallin Hayden, we
Yeah.
haven't used him that much this year because our plan is to redshirt him to gain him another
Yes.
year of eligibility. He's a stud. And then I've been telling people, and I've said it on this show as well. So Emeka Egbuka has been
wideouts.
out. He's been out. He
He
didn't even
coming?
travel with the.
When's he coming back, dude? He's been out all year.
No. He's played.
Oh,
He's
he played. He came back, but he was out and came back.
But he's got a leg injury
A leg,
right
okay.
now. And I told people, I said, remember this name, Carnell Tate. Carnell Tate. I kept saying it yesterday. Second, and on our squad in receptions, receiving yards. He's coming. We got
Y'all-
plenty of players.
y'all, like I said, y'all breed wideouts. Like that's
right.
Just like Georgia right now is breeding tight ends,
Yes.
like Iowa
We-
breeds
It-
tight
it
ends.
used Notre Dame used to be the tight end capital of the world.
we have the squad to get there and to get the job done. It's just about showing up in the big games. This Penn State game.
Right.
and then
This is that
Is
big
this going to be an
game.
afternoon game or do they switch it
no, we're
Saturday
playing
night?
at noon.
God, I
What?
hate that. They do that
That's
every
crazy.
Why? That should be a prime time game.
tradition. It's
Playing
like
at
Michigan.
noon,
It's like Michigan, Ohio State. They play at noon. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. That's what time you're getting the game.
We got 2 big games left in the season now.
You got Penn State and then Michigan.
Yeah.
And then we're about to see, like I said, I still think Georgia's going to be a 2-loss team. Their gauntlet is start. That's just my opinion.
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet to who?
Dude, are you serious?
Yes, they don't
team
play
that
Georgia?
Yes.
Georgia?
Hold on, I'm about to.
They
Yes.
play Florida when they come back. They got
Yes,
to
they
buy
got
this
Flo-
week.
I know they've got Florida.
Florida
Hold on.
stinks.
Just
Okay.
wait.
Kentucky.
Because they already blew
No,
Kentucky
yeah,
out of the
that right there. That's where everyone's mind. Tell me everyone didn't have the same point of view I did before they played Kentucky.
No, Kentucky sucks.
Everyone thought Kentucky was
No.
going to drag Georgia.
No, here's the thing
I
with
did.
Kentucky.
I thought
Kentucky's
they were.
always hyped before they play Georgia, so they get TV ratings. Kentucky is never ever in football has crossed my mind as a good
Oh,
program.
Stoops up here in Kentucky.
Yeah.
He told Georgia, he said, yeah, that NIL
If
money's
they don't
coming handy.
lose-
Y'all bought all them players.
Yeah, like,
If
come
they
on,
don't
dude, this
lose
ain't
to
basketball.
Florida, if they don't lose to Florida, then they got Ole Miss. If
Ole
they don't
Miss
lose to
stinks.
Ole Miss, then they got Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Tennessee
I'm just
stinks.
saying.
I see your gauntlet because of the name.
that's-
I see what you're saying.
Gauntlet. A gauntlet
To
is
me-
what y'all just went through.
I
And
understand
you had
that.
Gauntlet.
And by the way, you had 3 primetime night games. You won fucking 2, or what? You only won 1 out of them. 3.
You played Ohio State.
Louisville.
Duke, that ain't no
Duke.
punk.
No, Duke. Louisville.
It's
and
been a-
USC.
Dude, it's been since the beginning of like every one of our games. Dude, our schedule, we have to be a tough schedule.
But
independent.
nowadays you are, and you got that right.
Yeah.
It's back again because everybody
Yeah.
you're playing right
That's
now
a
is
gauntlet.
good.
The
That's a
SEC
gauntlet.
is completely overrated
Yeah.
this year. Completely. And I mean completely.
Yeah, look at Alabama. They're trying to hype them again with their
Yes.
1 loss and almost losing it. They only beat Arkansas by 2 yesterday.
Completely.
Really? I guess I didn't mean gauntlet like as a whole. I'm talking about as Georgia
They're not
going up
losing at all.
compared to the all like what they've played this year. These what are they? They're UT Martin, Ball State, South Carolina, UAB. That's what I'm talking about.
Ole
It's starting
Miss-
the thick of their schedule.
I give you Ole
Miss
Miss.
isn't a hoe.
No, they
are
beat
not a hoe.
LSU.
Yeah, they are not a hoe.
I look at it like this. I
And
don't.
I think Georgia will lose to Florida.
Maybe.
my opinion.
I don't think
but
they
could be wrong.
lose, but you may be right because they're about to get their SEC schedule going.
Florida's
We'll see.
led by, an experienced quarterback, Graham Mertz. You know?
Yeah, maybe they will.
Georgia's got that defense.
Yeah, Georgia's defense is nasty. Don't forget it. I don't think they lose. I think they get beat in the playoffs. No one has ever three-peated before. They're not going to be the first. Statistics don't lie. My
He ain't-
lifetime.
He's
I don't
not like super experienced, but he played behind Anthony Richardson. down.
Just
Yeah.
like last year,
Yeah, he
I knew
did.
the Niners wouldn't win it all because they had a rookie quarterback starting.
Yeah, it's
Statistics
never
don't
happened, yeah.
lie. It's never happened before.
Right.
Why do you think I'm going to have the pleasure to see it in my lifetime?
Listen.
I've got some of them to see. I've seen the 3-0 comeback personally.
If Georgia does make it to the national
Backdoor
championship
sweep.
game,
Yeah.
Carson Beck has only been a spectator for that last year. He did not get to play in that last year. Maybe actually, yeah, I think he did because they were beating the shit out of TCU.
Maybe at the end in
So-
the national championship
so
game, we all
much
shut
that
it
they
off
did
by
put him
then.
in.
Yeah.
But as a starter, he has not played. So I think he comes out if they make it, and I think he shits his pants before the game starts, and they have to.
Cart him off with the
I
shit.
think he shits his pants. I mean, I'm just saying.
The man just said that another professional college football player
Is gonna
gonna
shit his
his
pants before
own
he gets-
pants. A grown ass man.
You guys, we're so happy that you guys have
Take us
tuned
out.
in.
That was great.
I'm so happy you
Now
guys
you
have
got
tuned-
Georgia.
I hope you shit your pants.
Look,
before
take us
you
out all the
finish.
time. Look, hold on. Before you take us out, I'm waiting for this dude to text me one day when Grace is older and he tells me, I hope Grace takes a shit in your living room while you're watching him. Because I done it to him with Millie a couple years ago, remember? And now I'm like, oh, shit.
It's gonna happen. It's
gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Go ahead, man. Take us out.
We thank you guys so
This show
much
was
for
shitting.
we thank you guys so much for tuning in and not shitting your pants and just waiting, just making it through this hour of fun with us. You can follow us on all of our platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And do not forget to follow Power 108.9 if you are not following them
Station for
already.
the people, man.
Subscribe, follow, like. It is the
Hashtag-
station for the people.
Ladies
Thank
and we'll
you.
be back next week. We got three shows.
Hashtag
3 shows in a row. We're out.
SYP.
Huh?
Shit your pants.
Shit your
Shit your pants.
Deuces.
Hashtag shit your pants.